Well, I've been in the country for 24 hours after I got back from Afghanistan. It was a long trip, but very worthwhile. When we hit the ground over there, I had to go through a 3-day training program. Everyone has to do it, whether you're a brigadier or a private. Even us, as senators, we had to go through the training program. It covered issues to do with medical training, so if a soldier was involved in a blast or if they were actually shot, we had to know how to look after them. Very informative and very worthwhile. We did a training exercise with the military with regards to this, as if it was a mock exercise and there was a blast, and you'll see that in the pictures that I'll put up. It's also about learning how to handle a gun. Although we didn't carry one, if we were put in that circumstance that we needed to defend, well then we would know what we were doing. I'm going to show you this. I'm proud of this. We actually had 2 rifles and 2 handguns. Well, this was from the rifle, my attempt at firing a rifle training from about 100 metres. Well, I hit the target. And the handgun, we had 2 handguns. One of them was a Browning, and this was from the handguns. The first one, we actually had to fire at the throat area, and that was my efforts, and this one was to the head. Yep, he wouldn't have survived that. And that's what it's all about, being able to, you know, get your target. And I was pleased with my efforts, and actually that would have got me a pass. It was an interesting experience to talk to the defence personnel, right from the Army to the Air Force to the Navy. They're all over there. These guys are happy to be there. They want to be there. And one soldier said to me, Pauline, the ABC is putting across that we don't want to be here. We do want to be here. These guys are so proud to be in the defence. The morale is extremely high, and I have so much pride and respect in our defence personnel. The professionalism, the way they do their job, it's commendable. So good on you guys and girls. I think it's great. We actually, through Afghanistan, you could sense you're in a war zone, you know there are insurgents around you, you know there are IED devices. That means that they're attaching them to cars to try and cause destruction. There has been, you know, the German embassy, the hospital over there, that's been all, and international hotel, they've all been bombed by insurgents and taken over, people killed, and it is real. But what we are doing with the other coalition, there's approximately about 70 other countries from around the world that are involved in it. We need to be there until they actually train the Afghan National Army, and which contains about 170, 180,000. And I went and spoke to the brigadier. I spent 2 hours at the academy. I spoke to those in the high ranks and also the trainees that were coming through. They need that assistance. They've only been in existence for the last 10 to 15 years. We are mentoring them with other countries so that they can then take over and protect their own country and their own people. We also watched the new trainees coming through, and it was fantastic to do that. What we're also doing over there is helping them in their election coming up on October the 20th, so they will have democracy, not be threatened by the Taliban, and not to vote. So it's all about democracy and giving power back to the people. We're also assisting them in the police, so stop the corruption and get good people into the policing. It's good to hear also in a country like Afghanistan that women are now joining the defence and the policing. That was unheard of in the past. If we pulled out of Afghanistan, as a lot of people say, we shouldn't be there. You're wrong. And I'll tell you why. We have reduced the hold ISIS has in Iraq and Syria. Now they're trying to cross the border into Afghanistan. But the whole fact is that we have stopped them. Not completely, but if we pulled out, that would be seen as a win for them. And I can assure you, they will send their tentacles around the world, and they will have real problems here in Australia for the fundamental extremists here. Stop them in the Middle East before their tentacles reach out around the world. The people in Afghanistan are so grateful for the coalition being there. They know that we are assisting them with their education, with their health, with their elections, and it's very important. Time frame, I can't give you a time frame. I can't put a time frame on it, either can they. Are we looking at 2 years, 5 years, 10 years? We don't know. That has to be assessed at the time. In closing, what I'd like to say to all the service personnel over there, I've got all your badges. This was a great reminder. I'd have it on, you wear your badge on the side, and I'd have one on, and the guys would come along, rip this one off and say, here, now you're one of us. And I got numerous here, all these different badges. Well, you know what I'm going to do with them? And very important, this one here. What I'm going to do with them, oh, and this guy, I swapped him, mine, which I had another one, and here I've got a lieutenant colonel's. Well, all these badges are going to go into a special frame with some of my pictures and will hang with pride in the office of Parliament. I'm so proud of our defence personnel over there. You're doing a great job. And I know the people of Afghanistan thank you from the bottom of their hearts, and future generations will. When I think in time to come, they will have security and safety, and we can't deny them that.